change the trade rules to avoid those kinds of incentives. But Dallas really, I think if they could do that over again and absorb the fine, they would want it to be double the amount, the way that Derek Lively looked and the way that he played.
Well said. I totally agree. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Puts up a deep three. The shot by Thompson, no good. McDaniels passes the block there. And he brings it home with one hand.
And a wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Outside, Davis. Now the pass to Lively. Irving looking for an opening. And he gets the bucket.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
Conley against Irving. Conley gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Thompson passes to Davis. Now, Lively. Outside Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's Derek Lively right there. Such great timing on these putback opportunities.
Conley against Irving. Controls the rebound and puts it back up the net.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Average trailed by 6. Irving kicks to Marshall. And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA team?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best city in the league. You've got to go to Sacramento.
I love Sacramento. I used to go to Sacramento. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for the playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their king. Here's Conley. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Irving. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Edwards against Thompson. Edwards passes to Blackwell. It's good.
Attacking the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul.
Free throw good from Blackwell. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
Here's Randall. It's stolen by Davis. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Timberwolves leading by 8. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And no good that time. Great D that time from Davis. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Raptors. Basket counts. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet jam. You must have played organized ball.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Outside Edwards. And that one. Edwards got 7.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
From 12 feet out. Here's Lively. Off target at the rim. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup on the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Conley against Irving. Passes it to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nobody near Irving. That ball is great assist by Marshall. He's got 9.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break mentally.
Mavericks trail by 5. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Anthony Davis, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
And Johns, nothing gets a workout like your phone. So we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we signed up for. This is what we love.
Oh, I know you love every second of it.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Thompson against Edwards. Back to Lively. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
What a shot by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration under pressure of excellent defense and just scores it anyway.
Dinwiddie passes to Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. There's the lob to the and finished off by Lively.
You just put it in the vicinity of Derek Lively. You think you overthrow it, Lively goes and gets it.
Here's Edwards. The Mavericks pull it in. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, a little tougher maybe than they would have liked, but it came together for them at the end.
Here's Dinwiddie taking the lead.
I'll tell you, this guy excels at using his speed and his big body to cut inside. Nice job, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Here's Edwards. Look inside.
rhythm. He is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to McDaniels. Got it. Good. McDaniels got his second bucket. On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap will do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shift salary because of the second apron, and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole other animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact them? But certainly, CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
No good on the shot. Good D by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 10. Dinwiddie with it. 11 points in the game. Davis, the pass to Lively. Outside, Davis. Over Randall. Dallas, no good that time either.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. Now, Dinwiddie. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Loads it up for Davis. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his fifth rebound in this one. To the paint, you communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners, you talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. How well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that can shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
At the line for
They throw good, Edwards. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's got 11, doubled by Conley. Down low. Davis down low. He's defended by Randall.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mavericks trail by 15. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Over Conley. Outside for Davis. Thompson inside. Edwards there. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Davis missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Dallas calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1-5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Davis, the pass to Lively. Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league. We haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's why both conferences.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves.
Your Timberwolves, 71. The Mavericks, 58.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime. He has the ability to answer right back.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels. And it's Blackwell in at the pivots manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Lively. Irving for 3. Randle grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Conley. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Davis against Randle. Davis owning the inside.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And it's his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Irving passes to Lively. Outside Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Thompson. Minnesota with the rebound. Blackwell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Irving passes to Lively. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Edwards drives in. And the layup is good. Edwards got 25 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
No good from Irving.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Randle. Kicks it off the glass. Almost got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. Pass to Davis. Now here's Irving. He's got 17. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Timberwolves
Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against Chicago, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Back to Randall. Solid play on the low ball, and that one's good. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball.
And the Mavericks call time here. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Dallas.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim. And he always hustles to get there. Dinwiddie with it. Conley picks him up. Davis kicks to Thompson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Conley gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dinwiddie up top. 11 points in the game. And it's blocked. Edwards against Thompson. Good. 16 points for Mike Conley.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lively finds Davis. The pass to Dinwiddie. Minnesota with the rebound. Black Hole's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Conley against Dinwiddie. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
Here's McDaniels. Good, nice job. McDaniels got 8.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
To stop the run. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Conley up top. Dinwiddie covering.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Passes to Lively. Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Marshall. Puts up a deep 3. Conley with the rebound. Conley's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt. Trusting their advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels to the finish.
Conley against Dinwiddie. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Randall. And Now the Timberwolves on the break. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 29 in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply for being willing to run the floor.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Dinwiddie passes to Lively. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Gafford. Back to Lively. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Lively's got 9 points.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And the pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. Good for another bucket. He's getting half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Passes it to Gafford. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie for 3. And it's Black Hole with the rebound. Black Hole's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Conley hits the bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And the Cole gets Julius Randle. That is his first foul. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, following only 3 points.
Highland understands he's got to keep knocking these down. Given his position, boy, got to make shots.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Clock at 6. Lively, that's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Randle onside. Marshall with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Lively. Minnesota with the rebound. Inside, here's Alexander Walker. Buries it down low. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 in their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Here's Irving. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the shot goes down. Irving's got 24 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Here's Clark. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now, here's Thompson. Defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Highland. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Black Hole's got 11 rebounds in the game. Highland. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
Irving against Highland. Unloads from 13. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Randle surveying the D. Highland against Irving. Highland misses. Maverick shooting 43% from the floor. From 11 feet away, And it's Black Hole with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Clark right side. 6 to shoot. Randall against Davis. Randall no good. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Thompson with the bucket.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Pass to Highland. The three. And Lively pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
That one drops for
Anthony
Yeah,
Davis.
the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Here's Highland. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Thompson. And it's Black Hole with the rebound. Black Hole's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Irving. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher, Derek Lively.
Here's Highland. And the three ball is good.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
The pass to Davis. Back to Lively. And it's Black Hole with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Highland passes to Alexander Walker. The Mavericks pull it in. Irving with it. To the inside. It's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Black Hole. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. So it's Minnesota winning this one. This game has been the most exciting first year they have to appreciate. Just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Father answers in his hands just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We departing, relocating. Save me from my woes, I'm staying. Out of my sin, I'm a brand new man. Out of this book, got a brand new friend. The words he said, the other one shook when he came from the dead. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you know it's him. I can see it cause I'm knowing him. When I speak and you know it's him, better notice him. I'm tragically. I didn't know that was the cost. I think God, he paid that off. I was lying way too much. Satan always calling blows. He just jealous, I'm his son. Heard he lost again, that's tough. Yeah. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We departed, relocated. Save me from my woes, I'm staying. I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my...
In season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message saying, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the matchup as the guard for Team 2K TV. And the first sign that I was going to be in trouble, he's averaging almost 15.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on Zoop. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, and is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Mike Conley. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Black Hole in at the 5. And when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot. You're going to play hard in both games, so if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Conley against Murray. Conley passes to Black Hole. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Murray. Here's Gordon. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And now Julius Randle.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. Now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Out to the wing. Randle, left side. It's McDaniels on the wing. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got 7.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Edwards comes with a double team. Brown passes to Jokic. Murray with it. The 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Murray has that spirit of you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up. But Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Lets a floater go. Then he takes it up and lays it in. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Ball stolen. Jokic against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Reed's checked in for Randle. Conley against Gordon. Now McDaniels in his last outing with 12 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley against Gordon. A shot by Conley, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall. You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's McDaniels. Banked it in off his pass. McDaniels got 9 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. In the third spot, Minnesota.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Murray. He had 25 points in his last game. Jokic passes to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
It's McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Reed. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. They trail by 11. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Having swept this team in the regular season, they completely imploded in their postseason matchup. Yeah, it just shows you never know how the regular season and playoff matchups are going to play out. Who knows how it plays out tonight? We'll watch and find out. Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Inside, here's Jokic. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Black Hole.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution. 10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Back to Gordon. Clock at 6. Porter against McDaniels. And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound by Black Hole. Black Hole's got 4 rebounds in the game. Reed passes to Conley. Outside Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Pass basket's good. McDaniel's got 11 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Nuggets trail by 18. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Jokic. Murray for three. And another miss by Denver. Murray's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. 7 points in the game.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will. Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now a timeout by Denver. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure. Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jordan's checked in for Denver. Russell Westbrook comes in for Brown. Nuggets trail by 20. Westbrook, the pass to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Westbrook, the pass to Jordan. And here's Porter. To the right side. Jordan misses. The Timberwolves lead by 22. DiVincenzo, pass to Black Hole. And the layup is good off the glass.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now. You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he's going for the open. And Gordon with the big finish.
Classic play that time by Westbrook, making space with the pick and roll to create for his team.
DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Denver. And here's Westbrook. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
McDaniels passes to Black Hole. It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside. Black Hole. And he goes in for the dunk.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Westbrook taking his time here. Down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
You know,
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Porter, the pass to Brown. Now Jokic. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. On the court for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3, small forward. And here's Gordon from the arc. He drops it from range. Gordon's got 10 points.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
And that one's good for Conley.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man. I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success. He has no answer defensively inside. Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Conley goes in. And it's black hole missing.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim. And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Murray's shot is good.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Conley against Murray. Outside for Randall. And
staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots. And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Pass to Randall. To the paint. Black hole, the pass to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Again, the Timberwolves.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Murray from outside. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Conley passes to Black Hole. The kick out to Conley. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Pass to Murray. Now here's Gordon. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Conley against Murray. Out to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Porter from outside.
Excellent defense from McDaniel. Jaden's length and activity really a problem for shooting. And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And here's Jokic outside. McDaniels with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot specifically made. We all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Nuggets trail by 20. Pass to Gordon. Porter looks it over. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Randall outside. There's the triple. On target from range. Randall's got 6 points.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Gordon finds Porter over McDaniels, and that one's long.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's Conley. Brown grabs the board.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Fires from the line. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 5 rebounds in the game.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball. Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now a timeout called by Denver. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. Basically, it's become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Highland, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game. But he's turned it on here in the second.
Randall, good. Randall's got 10 points in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Pass to Jokic. Shot from the low post is good.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow. Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Randall, good.
Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Brown passes to Murray. The rebound by Black Hole. Black Hole's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Jokic. And the shot's good. Jokic has got 8 points.
There's just no stopping Jokic on the inside.
Randall against Gordon. Gordon with a steal. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Boy, his ball handling skills for a guy of his size and the creativity he plays with. Just remarkable when you watch Jokic do his thing.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Here's Edwards. Here's Black Hole. Another shot. And the layup is good. Give him 8. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. That sends Julius Randle to the free throw line. It goes out there. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Gordon. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. Strawther's checked in for Brown. And it's Westbrook in for Murray. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves already at 26 points as this quarter ends. They've done a great job containing Westbrook, and with his explosiveness. we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Conley and Ant are the one of the two. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Black Hole in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Black Hole, yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Black Hole's got 10 points in the game.
Always judicious with the rock. Conley looks to make high-quality passes to ready shooters.
Murray passes to Brown. Beyond the arc. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Black Hole's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Randle. And he banks in the layup. Randle's got 19 points.
For Randle, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
Pass to Porter. Jokic in the post. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 21.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
McDaniels inside. He's guarded by Porter. Not going to go that time. The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Brown. Randle against Gordon. The rebound by the Timberwolves. It's McDaniels on the wing, covered by Jokic. Oh, got that one quick.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got 16.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
The fadeaway. And another basket from Minnesota.
Everything working for him out in the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Murray passes to Gordon. Porter with it. No points yet. Outside Murray. On the clock. Kept alive.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Conley. Pass to Black Hole. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Graham.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. With his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Here's Brown, outside Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since. Some extra juice on that side of the heart, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rack.
To the wing on the left. Jokic, he's open. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side McDaniels. Pass to Black Hole. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. The Nuggets have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Brown passes to Murray. Here's Brown. Looking to end the run. Comes up empty down low. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Outside for Porter. Over McDaniels. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Denver has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Edwards. That one falls. 8 of 10. And scoring with confidence.
They're really working the paint now.
Murray passes to Gordon. Back to Murray. To stop the drought. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Conley goes in. Oh, Jokic with a block. Porter with it. Randall's in his pocket. Offensive board. No good with a layup.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So it's both teams. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Murray. Now here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Jacks up a 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
On the court for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Jamal Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Jokic in at center. Shot clock at 5. And the basket by Highland.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long.
Play to win. Nice work around the rim, taking it up with confidence.
Murray against Highland. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Murray, shot is good.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Highland's got 9 points here in the second half. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Murray finds some space. The rebound by Black Hole.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And stolen by Jokic. Pass to Westbrook. To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
To the left wing. Here's Clark. It's deflected. Westbrook left side. Nice D from Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Randall, the pass to Black Hole. Outside, Alexander Walker. coaches today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound by Black Hole. Black Hole's got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside, Alexander Walker. To the inside, Black Hole. Beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Highland against Murray. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Yep, that one goes.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Gordon. Gordon. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Highland. Lets it go. Again, the Timberwolves score.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Black Hole's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. A different look for Denver. Jordan's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. And Strother subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Murray passes to Jordan. Now here's Watson. Murray with it. Highland covering. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And you know for that matchup with Oklahoma City, that will be game number 8 on the schedule for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things by then.
Back to Randall. Pass to Highland. Over Murray. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by the Nuggets. Strother's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Gordon. Over to the left wing. Here's Watson. The offensive rebound. Now Jordan. 6 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, on that legal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams trying. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in.
Cause boy saying I need no application. I just want to party, so please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party, so please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. As long as you're living, you must go through many things. There's nothing impossible. If you believe, surely it will work out for you. Always stick to the plan. Never stop fighting until you reach your destined place. Try to be yourself always. To be frank, I